let's take a look at Medina here. You know, started third round, he came out. He realized he lost the first 2 rounds. The defensive opponent throw punches in volumes, and you're bound to land something. And there you go. He threw 4 shots that he missed. His 5th shot was a right hand, and he landed. And from there, he had success with throwing some punches. It's just a volumes game.
Steve Farhood and Brian Adams in our main event here at Mechanics Hall in Worcester, Mass. It's former world champ Joe Alcine getting hit with another left hook by Alcine-Medina. Round 3 was a big round for Medina. Joe Alcine looked a little concerned with his new trainer, Anthony Wilson.
Chop Tiny, as I call him.
A good jab by Medina, too. This is a key round here, not only for this fight for Joe Alcine, but for his boxing future. Again, he's 35 years old. He doesn't have time to play with, and he wants to drop back down to junior middle and reestablish himself as one of the best in the world. He can't afford to stumble here or even look mediocre and win against Medina. He needs to look good.
Well, I think he got caught with a few punches early on last round. And he got out of that defensive posture. He wants to get offensive to take control again. But keep in mind, Medina, what 3-1 is 3-1 in his last 4 fights. So he's coming in with some confidence here, starting to come into his own.
And the 2 most recent wins for Medina against Isaac Rodriguez, who was 17-1, and Marcus Williams, who was 7-1. So those are 2 very impressive wins for Medina. He's on a career high right now. And Medina with an amateur move there, running in. Alcine with a lead left hook, a punch we haven't seen too much of from him.
See, either a stiff jab or left hook stop opponents from charging. And I can see Alcine is in posture just to throw the stiff jab. But stiff jabs or left hooks, check left hooks, will stop charges of opponents.
On the inside, Medina starts moving his hands a little bit. Double jab and a right hand from Alcine. Well, he's done what a veteran should do. After losing that 3rd round, he's come on a little bit stronger here in the 4th. Throwing his right hand there to the body with a little bit more oomph. And right now, he's the aggressor in this fight.
They clash heads there.
They did, and you saw Medina's reaction right away. He covered his head with both hands.
And the veteran is right on top of him. Most young boxers would step back and say, "Are you all right?" And wait for the referee. The veteran jump right on him.
We've gone 4 in the scheduled 8. Another butt.
And the veteran, look, right on him.
And he's cut. Medina's cut over the left.
Accidental headbutt. Both came forward.
Well, we saw the referee just came over, accidental headbutt, and we can see his replay right there. Both guys are offensive, a little wide with their shots, so their heads are leaning in, and they come together, and that resulted in Medina walking away with a cut over his left eye.
It was 4 times. You get the round before. No, he's coming through.
Both heads down, both coming forward.
No, you have the round before 2 rounds.
Okay.
Round 5 of our Broadway boxing main event. Steve Farhood and Brian Adams here at Mechanics Hall in Worcester, Mass. And at the very end of round 4, a key moment, a butt and Medina cut over the left eye. Now, we've started round 5. The ABC rules are in effect, so should that cut which was ruled open by a butt, cause a stoppage, we would go to the scorecards.
Nice jabs to start this round by former world champion Joaquin Alcine.
Well, Alcine's gotten his sea legs because he's fighting a lot more aggressively right now. He won the world championship beating Travis Sims for the WBA title in '07. Lost it to Daniel Santos 1 year later. Only one fight in 2010 for Joe Alcine. That was that disastrous one-round KO loss. Alcine in, Medina bent over and grabs out of necessity. I don't like, Brian, that Alcine's mouth is open. Maybe he's sucking some air.
No, I don't think fatigue is a factor here. I don't think he is trying to get some air. Just think he's relaxed, and he probably don't even notice his mouth is open.
Well, Medina boxing the same way for that matter right now.
And Medina should not be trying to box.
Right hand by Alcine. Yeah, Medina looks like he really hasn't recovered yet from that cut. He had such a good third round, Medina.
But as a veteran in Alcine, he did exactly what you want a veteran to do. Settle the young guy down. He had a good third round. Fourth round, Alcine came out and took control. So right now he have Jose Medina trying to jab with him. That plays right into his hands.
Medina consistently backing up now. And Joe Alcine is a veteran, 206 rounds as a professional, turned pro in 1999.
And that jab is certainly find his mark on that left eye of Jose Medina.
Clubbing shots by Joe Alcine. And Medina lands, but slaps in landing.
Alcine is just missing with that looping right hand. If he straighten that right hand up, I think he can get a knockout.
Been a good fifth round, and it ends with some toe-to-toe action. We've gone 5 in a scheduled 8. Joe Alcine and Jose Medina.
I just my eyes, that's one. Yeah.
Well, towards the end of the last round, Joaquin Josine was on the attack. He was trying to finish strong. He had an excellent round. He was trying to finish strong. And the eye was just bothering Jose Medina a little too much in that round.
Put that bucket over. Don't move your head.
Round 6 of a scheduled 8. Joe Alcine, former world champion, and Jose Medina.
Now look at Alcine. The last 2 rounds, he's on the attack. This round, he's still on the attack, but he's more in a defensive posture as he was early on, which means he's expecting Medina to try to get some type of rally going on here and get offensive.
Well, Medina needs that rally because outside of that third round, I don't know that you can give Medina any of the other rounds.
You could, it just wouldn't be fair.
Well, we've seen all kinds of scoring, of course. This is boxing. Medina now, that last left hook was a slap, and he's beginning to slap with his punches. In round 4, Medina, the end of round 4, Medina was cut. And you see some swelling but the corner's done a good job with the bleeding. And again, a very sloppy chopping right hand by Medina.
I think the class differentiation is starting to show here.
Much heavier hands now being shown by Joe Alcine. He doesn't seem real concerned about what's coming back. His hands are low, and he's just using his reflexes and timing to dodge those counters by Medina.
But his legs are still wide, which means he can avoid some shots and lean back easy. I know he said he wants to move down to 154 pounds. You know, not to talk prematurely here, but he looks pretty solid here physically to remain at 160.
Both fighters miss. I'll tell you, though, his trunks are so high, it's hard to tell if his stomach is developed because you can't see his stomach. Right hand! And Medina goes against the ropes. A huge overhand right. Medina comes back with a right hand. But of those two big right hands, Alcine landed the bigger one, no doubt about it. Medina brushes away the blood from his left eye. And Alcine senses he's got his man hurt. Let's see if Alcine goes for any kind of finish here. Medina's eyes look good. Well, his left eye doesn't look so good. But he's not glassy-eyed. Alcine tries that same punch.
But Alcine should just shorten that right hand up. And as I said, I think he can get a knockout if he goes straight and short.
Another good round for the comebacking Joe Alcine in our main event on Broadway Boxing.
We'll see the action here. This is that looping right hand that caught Jose Medina as he was trying to pull out. One shot, Joaquim Alcine did not have an opportunity to follow up. But that looping right hand, he certainly caught the attention of Jose Medina.
You would ask, bro. All right? You entertain me that round. You look good. And let's pick it up some more. All right? We got 6 minutes, baby. You do that with your eyes closed. All right? That's right. Do that with your eyes closed, man. Come on. Suck it up.